squeeze in something else now, because at the start of the show, I told you that Sir Jake Berry, who occupies a position on this sofa most Monday evenings, has defected to Reform. He's the former chairman of the Conservative Party. He's released a video, so here it is.
Britain is broken. We literally live in a country where you cannot walk down the street with a phone in your hand. We have taxes that are so sky high, the brightest and best are leaving our country in droves, while at the same time a benefit system that is bringing the world's poor to our shores with no control. If you literally want to design a system to destroy a country, you would struggle to do better. And I know who broke it, because I was there. For 30 years, I supported the Conservative Party. For 14 years, I was one of their MPs, sitting at that cabinet table twice. And I want to tell you today, my friends, that I have come to a decision. The old parties do not have what it takes to transform our country, to build a Britain we can believe in again. And that's why I've decided to join the Reform Party. It is only Reform and Nigel Farage who can deliver a Britain that we are proud of again.
OK, Jonathan, your views on this. Are you going to be defecting to Reform anytime soon?
Look, I'm sorry to obviously see another ex-colleague of mine join Reform UK, but also understandable. Look, I was out there during the local elections. There's not enough understanding of what conservatism in 2025 even stands for. So our leader has to really roll up her sleeves and work much harder to actually give people some hope and some vision. I've been a member my adult life, 18 years of the Conservative Party, and I've never felt so despondent about it. However, I do think that Reform have had a very shaky time since the local elections. I think a bit of arrogance has crept in. I think a bit of off messaging, and obviously internal fighting. So this will probably come as a huge sigh of relief for Reform UK. It's the first bit of what I say good news they've had since the locals, and it will see if they can buck their ideas up since.
Yes, well, we'll return to this because we do, as luck would have it, have Dame Andrea Jenkins on the show.
Do you want to save a boatload of cash this summer, wherever you have a trip planned? The one thing you're going to need is access to the internet and on
A little bit lighter, must be said. And that was the breaking news that we brought you just moments ago, which is that former Tory party chairman Sir Jake Berry has defected to Reform. The ex-Red Wall MP said that the Reform was the last chance to pull Britain back from terminal decline. I think we've got a short clip of him here.
Britain is broken. We literally live in a country where you cannot walk down the street with a phone in your hand. We have taxes that are so sky high, the brightest and best are leaving our country in droves, while at the same time a benefit system that is bringing the world's poor to our shores with no control. It is only Reform and Nigel Farage who can deliver a Britain that we are proud of again.
Well, you were actually, as luck would have it, his PPS.
I was.
Wait, what does that mean for people?
So ministerial aid bag carrier.
Right.
And when he was a Northern Powerhouse minister. And do you know something, Patrick? I mean, he's a solicitor, trained solicitor, really. That's his background. But he's got such a sound mind. He's so bright. The grasp of the brief. He's brave. But he's also an amazing campaigner. I mean, how he held his, marginal seat initially. He was one of the first red wall, and is bringing a wealth of experience to the party. Is a mate of mine. I'm proud he's come.
How big a blow is this for the Conservatives? Because he's a former chairman of the Tory party, and now he's decided that they are in terminal decline, as is Britain, and he needs to join Reform.
And we've got more to come as well, Patrick. I mean, I've known a while that Jake was coming over. I've had conversations myself, and I was very proud to see David Jones come over, fellow Spartan. We was in the ERG together. So we're getting some, and he was, the Welsh secretary. So, I'd like to see him running the campaign in Wales next year. That's what I'd like to see.
OK. Because there are some allegations, and Nigel Farage has gone a little bit soft on certain things like immigration. He said he was to the left of Robert Jenrick, who's going to be in this studio in a couple of minutes' time, actually. But you don't buy that, do you? You think that this is...
Look, I was at the press conference only about a month or 5 weeks ago when he got asked about immigration, and where he said about me putting people in tents, he said, no, we need to deport them. So, no, he's been quite strong on it. Definitely.
OK. All right, well, Nigel, thank you very, very much, and thank you for pivoting towards that breaking news for us as well. As luck would have it, previously booked in was the Shadow Justice Secretary, Robert Jenrick. I'm pleased to say the man himself joins me in the studio now. Well, thank you very much.
Good evening, Patrick.
We have to react to this. So, your former party chairman is now a Reform member. What do you make of that?
Well, look, Patrick, it's always sad to see former colleagues go to other political parties, but I disagree with Jake. There's 4 years to go to the next general election. I'm confident that over time, if my party can listen to the public, be painfully honest about the mistakes it made, and bring forward actual solutions to the big challenges that are facing the country right now, that we can begin to rebuild the trust and the confidence of the British public. The Tory party existed for 200 years. It has been through difficult periods in the past, and time and again, it has brought forward the solutions that have helped turn the country around, get it out of big challenges, and that's what I want to see it do in the future. And I'm certainly going to stay in the Tory party and fight to ensure that it is true to Conservative values and that it has those answers to the challenges the country faces.
I mean, he's been described as a hammer blow to Kemi Badenoch, mainly because the former chairman of that party now clearly does not feel that she's fit to lead them into the next general election or change the direction of the Tory party. It's a concern, isn't it?
Well, look, I understand why people are attracted to Nigel Farage. I respect him. I respect his longevity in British politics. But I don't think that he's the person who's going to bring forward the really serious answers to the big challenges facing the country. And that is what, under Kemi's leadership, the Conservative Party is setting out to do.
OK.